Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, a very warm welcome indeed. We delve into the fascinating world of the British royal family, exploring their traditions, their history, and the very human stories behind the titles and the tiaras. And if you're a fan of the royals, you've come to the right place. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Today, we're diving into a rather amusing and surprisingly revealing anecdote about Mike Tindall, the husband of Zara Tindall, King Charles's niece. Mike, as many of you know, is a former England rugby star, a man known for his strength, his grit, and, as it turns out, a rather strong sense of personal style, or at least a strong opinion on certain items of clothing. We're going to explore a story about a request, a royal request in fact, that Mike Tindall politely but very firmly declined. It involves traditional Scottish attire, a bit of family pressure, and a healthy dose of good-natured sporting rivalry. It's a story that reveals a lot about Mike's personality, his relationship with the royal family, and the sometimes clashing worlds of royalty and professional sports. Before we get into the details, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to politely decline a request from a family member, perhaps over a matter of tradition or style? Let us know in the comments below. We always love hearing your stories. Now, let's get started. And of course, be sure to like the video and subscribe. To understand this story fully, we need to understand a bit about Mike Tindall and his place within the royal family. He's not your typical royal in-law. He wasn't born into aristocracy. He earned his place through his athletic achievements and, of course, through his love for Zara Phillips, now Zara Tindall. Mike Tindall, born in 1978, is a man of the people. He comes from a relatively ordinary background, a world away from the palaces and stately homes of the royal family. He rose to prominence through his incredible talent in rugby. He played for England, earning 75 caps, a significant achievement, between 2000 and 2011. He was a key member of the legendary 2003 World Cup winning squad, a moment of national pride for England. For those of you who may not be familiar with rugby, it's a physically demanding, intensely competitive sport. It requires immense strength, stamina, and a certain, well, let's call it robustness. It's a far cry from the often refined world of royal engagements and garden parties. Zara Phillips, on the other hand, is royalty through and through. She's the daughter of Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, and Captain Mark Phillips. She's the granddaughter of the late Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, and the niece of King Charles III. But Zara, like her mother, is known for her down-to-earth nature and her passion for equestrian sports. She's an accomplished Olympic silver medalist, a testament to her dedication and skill. Their meeting back in 2003 during that triumphant World Cup in Australia is almost like a modern-day fairy tale, albeit one with a distinctly sporty twist. A rugby hero meets a princess. It's a testament to their personalities that they've forged such a strong and lasting relationship, navigating the complexities of royal life and the pressures of public scrutiny. Their wedding in 2011 was a beautiful affair held in Canongate Kirk in Edinburgh, Scotland. The choice of Scotland was significant, reflecting Zara's deep connection to the country. She was educated there at Gordonstoun School, a renowned boarding school with a strong emphasis on outdoor activities and personal development. And, of course, Scotland is home to Balmoral Castle, the beloved private residence of the royal family, a place where Zara spent many happy summers with her grandmother, the Queen. Now we come to the heart of our story, the trews. For those unfamiliar with the term, trews are traditional Scottish trousers, often associated with Highland dress. They're typically made of tartan, the iconic patterned cloth that represents different Scottish clans. And, importantly for our story, they often have leather lining on the inner leg, a practical feature designed to protect the wearer when riding horses. As Mike Tindall himself revealed during a charity event, and reported by Richard Eden at the Mail, there was a bit of a discussion leading up to his wedding about whether he would wear trews. It seems that both Zara and Princess Anne, Mike's mother-in-law and a patron of Scottish rugby, were keen on the idea. They felt it would be a fitting tribute to the Scottish setting of the wedding and a nod to the family's connection to the country. But Mike, in his characteristically blunt and humorous way, was having none of it. His response, as he recounted it, was quite emphatic. I am like F asterisk 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 off. He went on to explain with a touch of playful rivalry. I have spent my whole life trying to kill a Scotsman. I don't want to wear their trousers. Now, before anyone takes offense, it's important to understand the context here. Mike's comments were clearly made in jest, reflecting the long-standing and generally good-natured rivalry between England and Scotland in rugby. It's a rivalry that dates back centuries, both on and off the sporting field. The annual Calcutta Cup match between the two nations is one of the oldest and most fiercely contested fixtures in international rugby. So, Mike's refusal to wear trews wasn't a personal attack on Scotland or Scottish culture. It was more a playful expression of his English identity and his sporting background. He was, in essence, saying, I'm an England rugby player through and through. I'm proud of my heritage and I'm not about to start wearing the traditional attire of my sporting rivals, even for my wedding day. It's a testament to his relationship with Zara and Princess Anne that he could express himself so freely and that they, presumably, took his refusal with good humor. It speaks to a level of comfort and understanding within the family, a willingness to accept each other's quirks and differences. This isn't the only time Mike Tindall has, shall we say, politely resisted a suggestion from a member of the royal family. There's another rather amusing anecdote, this time involving Princess Anne and Mike's nose. As a professional rugby player, Mike Tindall endured his fair share of injuries. Rugby is a contact sport, and broken noses are almost an occupational hazard. Mike had broken his nose multiple times throughout his career, leaving it, shall we say, a bit crooked. Apparently, Princess Anne, known for her practical and no-nonsense approach, suggested that Mike might want to consider having his nose surgically repaired before his wedding to Zara. It was a well-meaning suggestion, perhaps motivated by a desire for him to look his best in the wedding photos, which, of course, would be seen around the world. But Mike initially ignored the suggestion. He was used to his broken nose. It was part of his identity as a rugby player, a badge of honor in a way. He wasn't particularly concerned about aesthetics. However, in 2018, before the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, another high-profile royal event, Mike did eventually have his nose fixed. The timing suggests that he may have finally conceded to the pressure, or perhaps he simply decided it was time for a change. This little anecdote, like the trews incident, reveals something about Mike Tindall's character. He's not easily swayed by pressure, even from royalty. He has a strong sense of self, and he's not afraid to stand his ground, albeit with a healthy dose of humor and respect. These stories about Mike Tindall offer a fascinating glimpse into the dynamics of the modern royal family. They show us that despite the formality and tradition that often surrounds them, they are, at heart, a family, with all the usual ups and downs, disagreements, and affectionate teasing that any family experiences. The royal family, particularly in recent decades, has become more relatable, more human. They've shown a willingness to adapt to changing times, to embrace modernity, while still upholding the traditions that are so important to their role. Mike Tindall's integration into the family is a testament to this evolution. He's not your typical royal son-in-law, but he's clearly been welcomed and accepted for who he is. He brings a different perspective, a different background, and a refreshing dose of down-to-earth humor to the royal fold. His relationship with Princess Anne, in particular, seems to be one of mutual respect and affection. Despite their differing opinions on trews and nose jobs, they clearly have a strong bond. Princess Anne, like her daughter Zara, is known for her straightforwardness and her lack of pretension. She likely appreciates Mike's honesty and his genuine personality. And Zara, of course, is the bridge between these two worlds. She understands the traditions and expectations of royal life, but she also appreciates Mike's independent spirit and his sporting background. She's a strong, independent woman herself, and she clearly values those qualities in her husband. The royal family, like any family, is a complex tapestry of personalities and relationships. There are bound to be disagreements and differences of opinion, but ultimately, it's the bonds of love and loyalty that hold them together. And Mike Tindall, with his rugby-playing background and his willingness to politely decline royal requests, has found his place within that tapestry. The fact that Mike Tindall is not someone of royal blood makes this whole situation special. It just shows how much the royal family has evolved. So, what do we learn from these amusing anecdotes about Mike Tindall? I think they tell us several things. They show us that the royal family is more than just a collection of titles and traditions. They're a real family with all the complexities and nuances that entails. They show us that it's possible to be part of a family, even a very famous and high-profile family, and still maintain your own individuality and your own sense of self. Mike Tindall hasn't tried to become someone he's not. He's remained true to himself, and he's been accepted for who he is. And they show us that humor and a bit of good-natured teasing can be a valuable part of any family dynamic, even a royal one. The ability to laugh at yourself and to not take yourself too seriously is a sign of strength and resilience. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about Mike Tindall's refusal to wear trews? Do you think he was right to stand his ground, or should he have given in to the royal request? And what about his initial reluctance to have his nose fixed? Do you think Princess Anne was right to suggest it? Share your opinions in the comments below. We always enjoy reading your perspectives and engaging in a lively discussion. And more broadly, what do you think about the modern royal family? Do you think they've struck the right balance between tradition and modernity? Do you appreciate their efforts to be more relatable and accessible? It is important for them to remain a symbol of tradition, but at the same time stay close to their people. The royal family plays a significant role in British society and beyond. They represent a sense of continuity and stability, a link to the past and a symbol of national identity. But they also have a responsibility to evolve and adapt to changing times, to remain relevant and connected to the people they serve. And as we've seen with Mike Tindall, sometimes the most revealing moments are the small, everyday interactions, the humorous anecdotes that reveal the human side of the monarchy. Thank you for joining us today for this exploration of Mike Tindall's royal rebuff and the fascinating insights it offers into the dynamics of the modern royal family. It's a reminder that behind the titles and the tiaras, there are real people with real personalities and real relationships. And it's a testament to the strength and resilience of the royal family that they can embrace individuals like Mike Tindall, who bring their own unique perspectives and experiences to the table. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into the world of the British royal family. We have lots of exciting content planned, so be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. And as always, we'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts and comments below. We value your feedback and your engagement. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Please subscribe and hit that like button. It helps us a lot. Thank you.